We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Put the force at weapons posture 1. Warning red. Weapons tight. I want everything loaded.
She's mid to steel, but she don't play light. Cleveland rolls in, guns locked tight. 12 barrels roar with thunder and flame. She's a cruiser, yeah, but she plays no game. AA sky shield, radar in hand. Hold the line, make the last stand.
Hey team, this is Ripper. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Got a really interesting and different video today. Not playing a destroyer, but actually trying out a new ship that I have not ever played or used before until I saw Flamu use it, and I was like, dude, this thing might be borderline OP busted and broken. But as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you see value what we're doing here today, smash those buttons, leave a comment. Thanks for stopping by, and we appreciate your support. And I've learned about sailing ships, shooting ships, and making friends at the same time. So let's get right to it. Hey, Cleveland, look here. We have a destroyer. We get spotted right away, pop the radar. Detection is 9.3, while the radar is 9.0. So once you are spotted, boom, you just wait a couple ticks, pop the radar, and man, oh man, what are you supposed to do in this situation? This destroyer right here. I mean, at Tier 8, not much I could do. 12 guns, all firing 152mm shells, basically like a Ragnar Sevilla kind of setup here. And man, oh man, does this thing just burn, melt, and destroy destroyers in a heartbeat. Now, he goes undetected. Now, I don't know what happened. He got spotted by the Benson. He kept driving on. He should have stayed in the smoke. My radar went away, and boom, splash one, first blood, first kill. And that is the power of the Cleveland right there. Man, it is a super powerful ship at what the tier it is at right now, Tier 8. Tier 9 and above, questionable. But, man, at this level, man, it is super freaking powerful with these kind of guns. If you can see right here, 152mm guns, 812 meters per second, not as fast as a Ragnar Sevilla, I believe. It should be a little bit better. That's why the shells are a little wonkier, a little bit more you need to lead, but it pens 30 mil. So you're pretty much rocking and rolling all over the place. So right here, just blasting Imperanga right there. Standard AP shells, DFA, don't care about. We don't really play too many carrier games these days, Unbreakable Line and Ranked and Clan Battles, so I just avoid carriers altogether. That's the solution. If you don't like carriers, just don't play with them. 9-kilometer radar for 30-second radar time. It's pretty darn powerful. 5-kilometer standard hydro. So what is this ship really, and what does it do? Let's do a little history about it. The USS Cleveland has been assigned to several U.S. Navy ships, but the most well-known is for during World War II as a light cruiser, CL-55. Cleveland-class light cruiser commissioned in 1942. Role is anti-aircraft surface support during World War II, displacing 11,700 tons. Armament, as you can see in the background, 12 6-inch guns, 12 5-inch dual-purpose guns, and numerous AA guns. The highlights participated in major Pacific battles, the Bougainville, Leyte Gulf, and the Philippines, providing shore bombardment, carrier escort, and earning 13 battle stars, decommissioned in 1947. Now, it's been, like I said, recommissioned as an amphibious transport dock in 1967, and again, I believe, reading here, it's USS Cleveland is under a littoral combat ship, under construction, launched in 2023, not commissioned yet. So, man, oh man, does this thing see in action and all over the place right here. Now, what are the downsides of this thing? Well, as you can see, the pros is already the guns. I mean, just my gosh. And the back two turrets, as you can see, are 360 turrets right there. Holy mackerel, are these things super freaking powerful. And like I said, this thing is a killer. It is a destroyer killer. It is a battleship killer, a cruiser killer. It does everything you need to do and more. Now, the downside is, later on we're going to show in this video, that it's basically like a glass cannon. Kind of like Colbert. Like, dude, you breathe on this thing, it's going to die. It just, something about it. I would think that angling in, maybe doing some kind of maneuvering would mitigate a lot of that damage, but it is so lightly armored that, dude, big battleship guns just go right through it like Swiss cheese. So you got to be very, very cautious and careful. It does take a little bit of planning and coordination of trying to put this thing in the right spot and knowing when to fight or flight, because if you take a full salvo right into this thing, man, even at angles, you're just overmatched, and it's just not a very good day for you right now. But right now, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is a light cruiser supporting role, which excels greatly. You know, the sister class of these things are the Baltimore, kind of the was it the Baltimore side, the Des Moines side. That is its sister kind of class, tech tree line. But really, this is that light cruiser kind of Worcester kind of style gameplay where you got to be very, very careful about positioning, but you burn everything down like that. Splash 2 right there, 59,000 damage. And like I said, this thing is a monster. The back turrets are my favorite. The fact that they're 360 turrets, if you don't know what that means, basically they're always they don't have to wait to go full 180 back to the other direction. They're always facing in the direction that you need to shoot, and that's what I like about it, because now you can really pretty much just angle into the ship that you're firing at, and you kind of sweep left and right, and not have to worry about waiting for the entire turret to turn all the way around to get all your guns to bear. You pretty much just kind of like the Worcester, kind of like the Savea, where you are literally full firing all your shells in any direction, and you can nose in or angle away, whatever it may be, kind of swiveling, juking left and right, and still being able to full 12-inch salvo, 12 salvos of 6-inch guns right on this bad boy right here. So pretty darn incredible. Notice that the Monarch here, you're going to see this Monarch's going to hate us later in the game because he literally understands the capabilities of the Cleveland. Obviously, a player that knows the characteristics of the ship, and he really waits to use the salvos against us because he knows that we are a lightly armored glass cannon. But not after we can put enough damage on this bad boy as well. But you can see really just aiming at superstructure damage. I'm not familiar with the Monarch's armor layout. I believe it is a 30-something millimeter, maybe less than 30 mil, but basically we pen 30 mil, right? But you can see we're getting a lot of non-pins on maybe the guns, some of the armor areas right there. So we're not getting all pins, but we do start a lot of fires. So having a 30 mil pin really is very comfortable. I wish it would go to 32 mil because then that crosses that 32 mil threshold. But really, we're just aiming at superstructure like all Worcester players kind of have to do. And let's see what we do right here. Okay, now he's got 9 guns looking at us right here. So we got to be very careful. He fires a salvo. Here's a demonstration of what a salvo looks right there. A massive hit. I mean, oh my gosh. If we had taken the Citadel hit, we would have been gone. Deleted a lot of our health right there. Notice he takes a lot of our health out. So you got to be very cautious about tanking and trying to figure out these angles. I don't believe any angles truly work other than dodging. I mean, just sheer dodging is what you got to do in this thing. And that's good because now I know that the back turrets will constantly keep firing. Even 6 guns is not bad. Look at that. Wow, look at right there. Deletes literally maybe almost a third to a half of our health right there. And we literally have to be very cautious. Get out of range, line of sight, whatever we can do. Notice I'm full throttle trying to get away from this guy. But, oh, we're being spotted. Talent. If I can eliminate him, I'll eliminate spotting right there. So we're going to go back turrets only right now until we can get the front turrets online. Back turrets, best turrets, right, guys? And we take another shot from Monarch, but boom, we get take out the Talon. Splash 330,000 damage. Oh, but we got the Destroyer being spotted by Benson. We are now supporting our Destroyer, so you got to keep your head on a swivel. Always keep your eye on the mini-map. Know to where are your threats. And now Monarch is not in range. We notice he's behind an island, so that's good. We can show a little bit more broadside here and fire all 12 guns. Again, all guns are moving to bear. I find it very comfortable to maneuver this thing and get the guns on target pretty darn quickly. Look at that, 12 guns firing. Who cares about accuracy when you're shooting this many shells in the area? Last salvo in the air should be able to eliminate him, right? Boom, right there, splash. 437,000 damage. Had to carry the team on our back here. And now we're just turning back around, and we'll take a look at this Monarch. Now, I have to pay kudos to this Monarch. He literally held his shots and literally swung his entire weapon system back. He's aiming at me. He's looking at me. You know it. And now he's saving his last couple salvos there, and I waited for him to fire. I wanted to see, is he going to actually turn and look our direction? This is the seasoned player. He must know and have his mini-map open to see the threats. He has 3 ships in front of him. Right now I have one. He has the Imperanga he's firing, going brawling against, and he is actually taking the time to swing his gun. So he knows the power of the Cleveland right here. So he is slowly swinging his turrets right now. Looking at us right there, and this is back turret fires. Front 2 turrets fire. Okay, the back turret we get, but watch the last shells right here, and oh, right through the superstructure, just nicks us right there for 4,000 HP, and we only had 4,000 health left. But that was, like I said, this thing, man, it is a difficult thing to absorb damage with because it just doesn't have enough health, no heals, and it's just a glass cannon. But, yeah. But anyways, he would rather sacrifice himself on us, and then he takes the brunt force right there. Anyways, well, look at the damage we did. 159,000 damage, 4 kills, 12 fires. My gosh. This thing is, I don't want to say it's borderline busted broken, but if it had heals, man, oh, man. 159,000 damage, 12 fires. Number one in the team. Yeah, man, we had to carry it. 160,000 damage, 41,000 fires, and 700,000 potential damage right there. Holy mackerel. And you make a little bit of money as well. Man, this thing is powerful. Let's take a look at another game where we have to carry the team. Okay, last game here. Again, I only played a few games in this ship, and every game was like a blowout almost with this ship, or I had to save the game with this thing. If you can save a game in a light cruiser like this, glass cannon, it is super freaking powerful. And look at the artwork on this thing. Oh my God! Can I not give more props to the art department? Look at this thing. This thing is gorgeous. I mean, obviously I play for Team America here, but in the military, but man, oh man, this is incredible. Can you imagine if our ships literally were painted like this? All our aircraft, our tanks, and everything. Dude, people would be trembling. My gosh, this is just look at the eagle alone right there is pretty wild. I mean, kudos, hats off to the art department. That one of the best art forms is really the American side of the ships here with these things. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain it. I'm lost for words. I'm shocked. All right, right off the bat, my entire team is literally almost going to Alpha. I'm going to Charlie. I literally could hold the whole flank by myself with Charlie, I felt like, because I don't know, I felt almost invincible in this thing. It really just had the amount of firepower that has the radar. I don't feel like I would be out detected by anything. If I was detected, I'd fire my pop my radar, have the hydro, I can kite away, run away, and I'm not afraid because the guns are always facing forward. The 360 gun turrets in the back there are always facing my target, so I did not feel like threatened. I always had a set of guns on target, ready to go. So let's take a look here. Firing on the mains. He doesn't have a heal, so I know that any damage I do now will be perma damage. Look at that damage right there. What did I just do there? Oh my God, 8,000 damage with 2 fires. What do you call that? That's powerful. Okay, firing on Tennessee right here. Just trying to wither him down. He's got I think he has a heal, right? Can't remember anything. I tried to knock out as much damage as possible. Yeah, the battleships I do believe have heals, but the cruisers I know don't have heals, just like me. So I know that any damage I can do on a cruiser will stick. So that'll help me in the long game. And then this game is going to go the full the game here, where I'm literally fending off the entire flank in my life here. Mains is really the only one or that I see as a threat. Tennessee, Atlantico, I can burn them down from long distance. It feels like there's another fire right there. Mains is in full reverse the whole time, by the way. So I'm not worried about him. He's not firing at me. So I'm going to worry about, let me see if I can help out my Brandenburg here and fire at Atlantico. I'm going to speed it up just slightly because it is kind of mundane and boring to see the amount of shells I fire and just kind of float in the air. At these ranges, 13 doesn't seem far. I mean, I shoot at 13 kilometers with a Gdansk. It feels comfortable. But the way the arcs of these shells are, it just feels, you got to really give it some lead there. Splash 1, taking down the Atlantico. We help out our teammate there. Kind of almost like doing destroyer-like things in a light cruiser. So we get main, we fire him. I'm literally pressing M. That I'll look over the. See, I'll quick tap M like that, and so I can see over the island, so I can see where the shells are landing. That's a little trick and gimmick there, if you don't know. There it is, starting another fire. Hopefully, get another perma fire. I mean, look at the arc angles. You literally can lob them over islands, just like a gearing. Not bad at all. I love the American for that line for that reason. All right, pretty much we can just fire and get this guy out of the game. He's just in full reverse the whole time, and nothing he can do. And I bet he burns down. Yeah, we burned him down. I'm telling you, Splash 2, burning down the entire fleet. Now, here's the scary part. The Tennessee has got some sick, crazy, wild guns. Those are the wide-body battleships that just have 12 sets of just hard-hitting, massive guns. I believe they're 406 millimeters. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're big guns. All I can tell you. I mean, you cannot sustain a massive salvo like this. So I got to be very careful on how do I play this. Notice my team right here is dying on Alpha here. They have 2 ships versus 1. Brandenburg hopefully can guard and stay alive at Charlie and take the heat off of me from with Tennessee. Please don't let that shot be the kill shot. Don't kill him. Oh my God, look at that. One shot from a Tennessee just blasted a battleship Brandenburg, which is wild. I don't know what just happened there. Now I got to really rethink this. Do I keep firing and burn this guy down, or do I go quiet? And I have to cap this spot. So I got to do 3 things here. I've got to defend, I've got to cap, and I've got to kill this Tennessee. What do I do? So I'm sitting here going, do I want to take the full broadside? So I go full broadside. I'm kind of curious, and this is a demonstration for you right here to see. Can I take a full broadside from a Tennessee? Just like, the Smolensk, say, does it overpin? Ouch. No, it does not. We lost half our health right there. So I had to really go, okay, we just did a test of the mechanics. we cannot, go full broadside like that. Now, maybe if he was closer, 9 kilometers, though, I felt Smolensk did a better job. But 9 kilometers, you would think that the shells go right through my whole wooden arm. Unfortunately, that's not so much for the Cleveland. I think it's just thick enough. The algorithm is just enough for that the shells do arm and hit the Citadel. Let's see right here. Okay, he went right through the top. I think he over-aimed on that one, so we were lucky on that one. That would have blapped us, I believe. All right, so we're going to have to figure out how we're going to do this. I'm going to back up. I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to see if I can cap. All right, so Cleveland, back turrets are always facing the threat, and I got the front turrets that are out of angle right now, so they're behind my superstructure. So I'm going slim profile the best I can. I see the Tennessee's coming around. I could pop my radar to find out where he's at. So I pop him out. There he is. All right, let's see if we can burn this guy. He has 12,000 HP. Okay, think about this for a 12,000 health. Start the timer right now. 9 minutes. At the 9-minute 4-second mark, let's see how fast we can burn this guy down. Back turrets only. Okay, there's another shot right there. Massive damage there. We have 10,000 HP, so I know that I can survive at least maybe one more salvo. So I got to get the front turrets into action here. Otherwise, we cannot survive just on 2 turrets alone. 5,000 health. So we get all 12 turrets. I think he's got a long reload here. Yeah, one more shot should do it here. Come on, baby. Okay, 15. He's burning too. That's helping us out. And thank God. Oh, my gosh. Splash 3, 87,000. Now we've got to defend. Now, fantastic. The Destroyer's doing what Destroyer things, and I applaud the Fantastique for doing this because you did exactly by the book everything I would have done. Now, the problem is, based on the timer, he's losing. Because when the North Carolina takes Alpha here, as you can see down here, once he takes Alpha, the problem is now he is going against, the clock is working against him. He has to go either kill me or kill another cap. So what do you do in this situation? Me, personally, on the Fantastique, I would have used my speed and juking ability to burn down the Cleveland at this low of health. So the Fantastique made the right decision. He knew he was losing, so he's going to go and try to go one-on-one with the Cleveland, which, I don't know. Going against the Cleveland, I've tried it before. I have been in games where I had to be, as a destroyer, go against the Cleveland, and it has proven very, very difficult and very deceiving. You think that the back turrets aren't going to get into action, that this juking left and right actually would do something, but no, the guns are all over the place, so they really will put the amount of sheer volume of shells, like right there, 4,300 damage. Even with the French saturation gimmick, it's just not enough to stop 12 shells. Now, this just all comes down to skill at this point of aiming. You know, I'm literally putting the reticle of 14 and 16, as you can see right here, and leading him even more because he's got the speed. So I'm going to 16 and 18 sometimes, and literally putting the line right on where I think he's going to be, and kind of having the ship walk right onto that line. And that's how I imagine where I'm firing. All right, what do you do in this situation? In this situation, you're kind of going, he's going to go past the island on the left there. So I'm going to literally, my radar's coming up on cooldown. The play here is once you get spotted, pop the radar, go full broadside, 12 guns. Well, it's going to duke it out and see if I can outlast him. At this point, we are pretty much going to have to. Otherwise, if he kills us, he takes the cap and he wins. So this is pretty much coming down to the line. It's all about skill at this point. Who can aim faster, who can aim better, and who can just put more rounds on target. Come on, baby. He almost got me right there, man. He had one more shot, I probably would have died right there. Kudos to that Fantastic player. Way to go, brother. I probably would have done the same thing, but we just steal the win right there. Holy crap. I'm telling Cleveland. What do you think? OP busted, broken at this tier? It is freaking powerful. I'm telling you. 12 fires? My God. 106,000 damage. Number one in team. Saving the team again. And 84,000, a lot of fire damage. Yep, potential damage is up there. We got shot. I mean, that's all we can really take, because otherwise anymore, we're going to die. But man, oh man, what a crazy, crazy match. And makes you a little bit of money too. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for stopping by and enjoying the show. But man, oh man, beautiful ship. Beautiful, great set of guns. It operates just like I like it with the back turret 360s. The only downside is no heals. And man, does it take a wallop. It's a glass cannon. But as always, thank you so much. If you see me out there, make sure you say hello. And until next time, you guys stay safe. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.